What's up with it, man? It's the Kid Pushman Mitch, host of the No Fluff Podcast, a.k.a. Kid with the Swag, the Whips, and you know the rest. Anyway, I got my brother Darius Tomlin in here, man. Look, he's an ex-coach turned entrepreneur. He's been doing it real major right now. He's actually trying to teach y'all how to mix the luxury life, you know what I mean, and then be able to live it, make it sustainable for an everyday person. So, Darius, bro, appreciate you for coming, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You
Happy to be
already
here,
know.
man. For sure, at the end of the day. Full circle moment right here.
Okay.
I guess I can go ahead and say he out here blessing a lot of people, and I guess I've been under that umbrella at the end of the day. So, nice to be here, brother.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure, man. Hey, you got some nice teeth, my boy. What's going on with that grill, bro?
Yeah. I think I got you paid.
For real?
Yeah, I think I got you paid.
Oh,
bro.
my, you got me paid.
I
I like that. Hey, shout out to Hollywood Perfect Smile. If y'all need to get y'all grill like, you know, like me and the kid, go ahead and hit them up, man. Just tell them I sent you. They're going to give you a discount. But, yo, man, hey, look, man, you real sharp right now. You killing them. What influenced the stop?
Just understanding perception at the end of the day. Knowing how valuable it is. When people see you, they automatically judge you. Whether you think it's true or not, they do. So, just knowing that, and then at the same time, I do like to dress nice anyway. So
Okay, so you've been dressing like this.
yeah.
How long? Like, when does this start? You just, like, nobody just puts on a suit. When does that start?
I think I started taking dressing serious. I think like a junior in college.
Junior in college? You
yeah,
got
yeah.
on there early.
Yeah, like a junior in college. It was.
I was still wearing hoodies and flip flops, man. Well, I was a hooper. Y'all know hoopers don't really like to wear. You know, you a hooper too.
Yeah.
So let's just get that out of the way. I just about to try you because the kid is a hooper too, and he's still dunking. Like, how tall you is?
5'10".
5'10". He can dunk. I barely can dunk. I'm 6'5". I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. But bro, yeah, he's a hooper. So yeah, you know me. You know, I walk around campus on my flip flop hoodie swag. And, you know, I was just fortunate enough to be 6'5", so ladies didn't complain too crazy. So if I wasn't, I probably would have to work a lot harder. We all know the rules, the tricks of the trades. That's like my pretty privilege. My pretty privilege is my height. So if I'm lacking in dating skills and courting, I might not got flowers this week. But then, y'all ever seen that meme? It's like 6'5", 6'5", 6'5". Luck, pure luck. So I never really had game, bro. So let's talk about the transition though. So you was a college coach.
Yes, sir. 6, 7 years.
6, 7 years coaching basketball.
College basketball.
And how was that? Let's talk about it.
It was great, man. I guess the main reason I even got in it was the game of basketball did a lot for me. Inner city kid, basically from the hood, not having a lot. It exposed my mind to opportunities, like playing on TV, getting my tuition paid for. Relationships, things like that. Even first playing ever was because of college basketball. So it came a time I was like, man, I got to make some money. And understanding that, like I said, basketball did so much for me, I wanted to get back. So I got straight into college basketball. I wanted to teach guys life lessons through the game of basketball, and that led to 6 to 7 years in it.
All right, so how you get that job? Was it like at the school you played for, or how did it work?
Like everything, man. It was relationships. One of my former coaches that I played for. I guess I was just a good kid, worked hard. He saw that, and literally, as soon as I graduated, he offered me a college basketball coach.
That's an ode to your character, bro, and how you carry yourself. People don't understand how important that is.
Facts.
Like in particular, man, like even me telling you, like I walked around in like flip flops and hoodies, like that right there would take me out of that conversation. I'm gonna just be real. Like people really judge. Like we can try to be cool as we want, try to be politically correct as we want. We all judge immediately. Facts. So you know, even when they're not looking or when they're not supposed to be looking, people are judging. Like they know what you're saying, they know what you do. So that just an ode to, you know, how you carried yourself the whole time you was just hooping. They was like, look, bro, I need you to be on the team. They ain't never asked me no shit like that. They like, Mitch, man, take your ass overseas somewhere, go play ball, go do something, go play somewhere else. Right. But that is important, man. And so you doing a lot of entrepreneurship stuff now too. So where you at as far as entrepreneurship?
So pretty much, bro, I was a college basketball coach last March. Pretty much I just took a leap. I think it was a combination. I'll keep you honest. It was a combination of listening to Mitch and Jim Rohn. And Jim Rohn hit me with, at the end of the day, if you don't like the situation you in, you are not a tree. So move. I was like, oh, I got to do something.
That was a bar.
So literally the next 1 week, bro, I fired my boss, hired myself, moved to Atlanta 1 week.
Damn.
And then obviously during that process, you're going to have all the naysayers, bro. You can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Or you ain't going to be able to find a place that fast.
when I look back at it, it's my favorite part.
Right. And it was crazy. You preached that. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of in my mind when I heard it, I was like, he told me that was going to happen.
Oh, God.
So I took it. I was already knowing those bad things. I was going to hear those bad things. Mm-hmm. And even like little things like I made that decision, car breakdown, that same week. Mm-hmm. Got to figure it out. I didn't let that stop me. Like I said, 1 week we made it happen. So
absolutely. No, that's a crazy transition, though. What made you pick the A?
Man, understanding that, man, it's Wakanda here.
Oh, yeah.
I tell people that.
Oh, yeah.
I used to tell people before, everybody should experience a HBCU. Mm-hmm. But then I came to Atlanta and saw what I said. Now it's not just a HBCU.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to see Atlanta.
Need to.
Just because it's a lot of black people, obviously that look like us, doing everything and making millions in it, in anything.
Every position, every career path, every industry you can think of is somebody going crazy. It's damn near like Africa. I don't know, a lot of us haven't been to Africa, bro.
Right.
And that's another place. So my exposure was, I think I attribute a lot of my success to being in Atlanta. I'm just be real. If I wasn't around here, I would have never seen none of the people that I looked up to, that I was inspired by, driving cars, and I never thought nobody like us could drive a Hooper. Hooper's changed my life, man. Like my homie Rashad, shout out to Rashad Williams. He owned Tax Group Pros. It was like 2015, 2016. He pulled up in the I-8. The I-8 just came out. Oh, he pulled up in the blue on blue, and I never seen it. You got to think about what an I-8 is. Like, BMW i8 got the butterfly doors. It's a hybrid, and when it pulls up, you can't hear nothing. So when he pulled up on me, and I seen it, I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is that? And he got out, and it was somebody I knew who be hooping with me, who came from where I'm from. I'm from Philly. He from New York. We was around. I was like, and he was like, yeah, I own a tax company. I said, what? You own a what? Bro, I'm working at the jail. I'm like, and you can, and for this, I start looking up how much they cost. Them Jones was going for 110, 115. I said, no, sir. I'm doing the wrong thing. Whatever I'm doing it wrong. But he helped me. It wasn't like I hated on him. I was just like, I need to do what he doing. And now, because I know him, I know I can do it. So that's what it was. And I started seeing, like, I just started looking around. I started seeing, when I started driving Uber, I used to drop people off to mansions, young dudes, looking like me and you. They just go on the mansions. I'm like, the hell? This your house? They like, yeah, it's my crib. And I took one dude. These dudes I still know till this day. I took another dude to it's like a part in Buckhead where all the mansions are. It's no service. So they call it mini. I forgot what they call it, but it's just where all the mansions at in Buckhead. There's no service there. So I dropped them off there, and he was just like, yeah, this is my homie house. Yeah, it's okay. This is like a $6 million crib. Right. And it's a young black dude, ex-college football player. He don't play. He in the NFL. He just an ex-athlete, and that's what he do. He an advocate for that. And I was just like, yo, this is nuts, bro. Like, I can do this, bro. I can. And it was not only seeing people do it, seeing people that look like me do it, but also being able to believe that if I figure this out, I can be able to do the same thing. So I can see what you mean. But then there's Africa. So everybody need to go to Africa. You can go to Lagos, Nigeria, go all these places, all the billboards, black. Everybody, all the billionaires, millionaires there. They got all the companies we got in America. The things that we think we can't own, the skyscrapers, all of that, black people. So we can do it. So once you see it, though, it's different between hearing about it, y'all seeing on the podcast. Right. You go look at it and go see it, you're going to be like, I can own a damn power plant. That's possible for me. Versus like, I know a guy who, we think that white people own everything. But we can own it. Private jets, all of that. So it's important. Exposure is important. So talk about the thing that happened that was the craziest and that you overcame to where you felt like you made the right decision.
Like during the process of the journey? Man, it was a lot, man. Like I said, even during that first week, literally not having a car. Like I had already told myself, look, I'm moving there. Right. Didn't have a car. So at the time I was driving a 04 Grand Marquis. Y'all know about the Mercury Grand Marquis.
Yes, sir. I had one.
No AC, nothing.
Nada.
Nothing. But roll smooth. Anyway, the transmission went out, basically total, the week I said I'm going to move down here. So I didn't really have a ride, but for whatever reason, again, relationships, I was able to rent out a car from Enterprise on the corporate rate. So a little thing with college coaches, you get way cheaper discount, like way cheaper with like Enterprise and things of that nature. Anyway, I was able to rent that car out by the week. I moved here, got into sales. But again, during that process, man, not having a car, not really having nobody to lean on at the end of the day, and just saying, look, we're going to make it work or it's going to work at the end of the day. So I would say during that journey, that was one thing that happened. Oh, I can keep going. Another thing that happened during this journey, I ended up about a month or two later, I got like a Mustang. Ran off the road.
Damn.
Within a month. So now I ain't got no car. And at the time, obviously I put my credit in position at the time. You got real comfortable a little bit.
Right.
So after I got it, I was like, well, look, I can use these credit cards to use the credit cards to invest in something.
Right.
So credit utilization up. And this is what I did. I didn't even realize this, though. Like, once your car totaled, you got to go finance another car.
Yeah, you got to. They're not going to just replace it.
They don't just replace it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Credit not where it needs to be. So I was going to have a crazy interest rate holding on. I had to rent out another car for months. So just going through that process, understanding, yes, I am moving forward. And that's one way that you know that you're doing something good. Most of the time is you might have a little hiccup here and there, something to try to push you back. But even during that whole process, man, just go steadily 1 foot forward, having to lock in during that time, that was real important. And that, I would say doing that was real big as far as.
So talk about that word you just used, lock in. What does that look like?
Man, lock in. Hey, we ain't going to the club this week, y'all. We're not going to the club for the whole month. Look, if you're going out, I know there's a lot of people that have vices like alcohol and things like that.
Right.
Man, if you living in Atlanta and most major cities, man, you paying $15, $20 a drink, y'all.
Easy.
Don't
take out no lady.
Ooh,
She going down.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do that. That's about 500, fellas. But yeah, you're just locking in and being able to tell yourself, look, we can't go out. We ain't going outside this week.
So isolation too. So you isolated there. Did you hang with people during this time, or did you lock in and isolate?
Yeah, I had to isolate. That's another thing too. That's perfect that you brought that up. You're going to have to possibly cut off some of your close friends, best friends at the time, and it's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, you can tell them what you're trying to do, but they probably gonna tell you negative things. But understanding that they're only telling you negative things, maybe to try to protect you, but also because they've seen the past you and they know that you wasn't on that in the past. So
absolutely,
they're gonna say those negative things as part of it. Again, that's something that Mitch preaches. When you hear it, I smile.
On God.
I get to the point now I know what's going to happen, so I smile about it.
My favorite part. Favorite part,
So
bro.
yeah, seeing that.
So no, but what you're talking about is like they turn into a form of an enemy. Your close friends, your family, it might be your mama. Turn into your enemy during that time, so you'd have to isolate. I had another interview with Jayla, and she was talking about how she locked in during the pandemic. She isolated herself, and that's what she created her next form of income because she had to isolate around from everybody. And it's important to isolate, then also understanding why somebody might become an enemy, because that's important. Because sometimes we put chips on our shoulder because they're doing that, like they don't like us. No, they turn into an enemy just because, look what you said. They know your past actions, so they know to owe you. And then also they're trying to protect you. So they only can see what their vision is for you. If they think that you can do something that they can never do, no, they can be like, look, I tried that. That's what they're thinking. Especially if it's your parents or uncles or somebody you look up to, they go, I did that, all of that. And it ain't going to, look, just go ahead and get something under your belt. That's what they tell you. Go ahead and go to the military and shit like that. I'll be like, man, I'm not going to no damn military. But they turn into a form of an enemy, and you got to identify that and then be able to use it as fuel for you. Because my thing is, once I became successful, I didn't go back and see, told you, got him. No, I just go back and pay for something for him. Oh yeah, you ain't believing it, because that might, instead of them being mad at me when I come up, they also happy and inspired, and they might go do it for themselves. Because I'll be like, look, that mortgage you had to worry about, don't worry about it. That car, I know you want a truck, you a mechanic, you never could afford to take that truck. It's different than me gloating, because I don't make money. Like, a lot of time our worry comes from support. So I'm about to go do this, like, support my business. I'm not starting a business for my mom and them to pay for shirts and shit. Right. We be starting T-shirt brands, like, you ain't even buy a shirt. The fuck you start a brand so you can get money from your family? I want to help my family. So at the end of the day, I'm doing it to get in a position to help them. So my support can just be keep going. Support can be after you've seen that I made a decision to not listen to your first advice, to just, let me be. Don't say nothing to me. And then that's going to be my form of support. So I'll remember that part. Yeah, when I was struggling, and you could have said, I told you so, you didn't. and you let me keep going, and then I became who I became. So I'm glad you was able to go through that journey, because that's how you become battle tested. And people who not battle tested, if they get a lot of money right out the gate, just think about you coming out of high school, bro. You come out of high school, you ain't had no bills for real, right? Your parents are taking care of you. Imagine you leave from high school and you win. You never been battle tested. That's why you see like people like Ronda Rousey. Remember, she was like a top fighter, right? Yeah. She lost one fight after talking shit to everybody, talking about Floyd Mayweather, everybody. She was talking crazy, right? Taking all W's. She took one L, and she was talking about, I was having thoughts of suicide. And all. What? Yo, but if you already been battle tested and then you up top and then you fall, you like, I done been down here. Now you like, I can get back up from anything. So it's important to be battle tested and battle tested early. You just got to fail forward. So I'm glad you went through the journey. You still going through your journey now. It's just the future is going to be bright for you, because if you already know I've been through worst case scenario, you can do anything from there. So I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, because I've been watching you and I'm just proud of you and everything you've done. So let's talk about how has everything changed. I want to just talk about, I'm just talking about my teeth for a minute. When I changed my teeth, like, I'm just be real with y'all. People, it's like they call them rich people teeth. I'm going to just keep it a bean. Like, no lie. They call them rich people teeth, because I'm going to tell y'all a few stories. I went into a place, I don't know what it was. I think I had to pay to get in. And it was like, they only take cash, and I don't carry cash. I'm a credit specialist. So if I can't use a credit card, I'm low-key might not go in. But they was like, okay, you can use the ATM, come back. And I was like, all right. I was like, I'll come back and pay you on the way out. He was like, I trust you, man. I can see your teeth. I was like, what? It's a real thing, bro. Like, they really, it's nuts, bro. I got hella stories like that where they literally just see my teeth and they assume wealth. And, like, it's a lot of jokes that go around, but most of the jokes are from people who want them that can't get them. And I take them. I take the jokes, because I already know what time it is. So I just be like, all right, heard you, cool, yeah. But I get privileges because of these joints sometimes. So you got any stories like that happen to you?
I got two of them.
All right, go ahead.
I'll start with the gas station one.
Okay.
The first gas station one was similar. Just pulled up, nicely dressed. I think I was in a Range Rover that day.
Okay, Range Rover.
Range
Rover.
I was in a Range Rover. Pulled up, and I've never seen this before. So I had just got my whatever I think bag of chips or a drink or something. Anyway, she literally rings it up, leaves. Just left, just walks away. And I'm like, where you going? I was like, everything good? Oh shit, I know you're gonna pay for it. You good?
Oh yeah, that's normal. And then, that's a normal type of thing that happens now.
That's one. And then the next one was, so I'm in sales, pretty much in sales. So I was selling, pretty much selling a lady some windows. Pretty much, let's say windows like 2,000 window. 2,000 windows, she got like 15. It's like 30,000.
Dang.
And we in there, and we signed the paperwork, and like she's an investor, so she owns the property, and the person that comes down that lives there and was like, nice one. How much did you pay for all these? And she was like, yeah, I'll pay like $28,000 for them. He was like, damn, you paid $28,000? You just signed the paperwork? And she was like, you see how he dressed? You see his teeth? You see his car outside? I ain't got to look over none of this.
Oh, that's spicy.
But yeah, it just like you said, it allows you to say less at the end of the day.
That's all I want. Like, there are so many people that fight me on a gram. They fight me for this, like, to not show up as their best self. And I'll be just trying to teach a real technique. Like, there's a lot of people who talk shit on the gram. I'll be like, look, I don't want to say nothing when it comes time to go to the closing table or get a deal done. If I can literally come dressed the way you like, drive in the car that you like, and got the perception of someone that you can trust, and I don't got to say nothing for you to sign on a dotted line, I'm going to do it. But these people be fighting, Bill Gates don't got to wear that. I mean, like, don't you know who Bill Gates is? Why are you talking about him? He's a Forbes lister. He's top earner in the world.
Facts.
You know who he is already, so of course you don't got to do that. But they don't know you. They don't know you. So if they don't know you, just judging off the fact that they don't know you, if you can come through and say, all right, look at this dude. He got some pretty nice clothes. He got a nice watch. He carries himself well. He talks correctly. He communicates his ideas correctly. I'm going to trust the fact that he knows what he's doing. If I can get that off my appearance, I want it. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'll be trying to teach that. But it's important. Like, just $30,000 for windows?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's That's a normal.
She ain't looking at the paperwork. I didn't charge her for 2 extra window panes. Like, threw a couple extra in there for my brother. He said he wanted to get a Honda today. But, it is what it is. But that's what it is. And perception is that important. And people who try to fight me on that, I just be like, go ahead and work hard, man. Just grow your dreadlocks out. Leave them real, real ruggedy. Come through in a stretch T-shirt, 7X, and try to close a deal. I'm telling you, not only am I not doing it, but nobody who's serious about business is doing it. And if you want to cross that threshold, it don't take money, a lot of money. It just takes you understanding perception. Before we had money, we was going to Goodwill. We was getting them suits tailored. I'm talking about go to Goodwill, then go to Macy's. Easy trip. Goodwill, they selling them for $2, $3 for a whole suit. It's too big. I go get it tailored to my body at Macy's. How much do they charge? $15 for alterations. It's a wrap.
Looking good. Yeah.
I'm looking fresh. They thinking I got my shit custom like this. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, the only reason I'm getting these is so I can put my name in the inside. I still would go to Goodwill on God if they got something nice in there. I just haven't been there. It's a privilege right now. So I understand it. But if I had to get back to running the Goodwill place, I would. If I lost my money, I would roll my sleeves up right now and go get busy and lock in just like what you're talking about. So a lot of people beyond saying that, they like, I don't have an image to where I can't say, oh, yeah, I overspent, man. I'm tore up right now. I don't care about that because that's part of the business. All the millionaires and billionaires that y'all see, they all go through all of these things over and over. They go up and down. Business is peaks and valleys. If you're not understanding that's part of the game before you sign up for this, go to work. Have fun at work tomorrow. And we going to clap while you're walking in the door. And that's just what it is. Right. So your last job was you coaching.
Yeah.
And then you've been an entrepreneur since then. How many years?
It's not even a year yet.
Months.
It's been since last March.
Since last March. You regret it or you feel like it was a good decision?
Great decision. Fantastic decision. I would, if I could go back and, I wish I did it sooner. I wish I would have had this straight out of high school. But it was the exposure. I think the pandemic did it for me. For sure. Because I said, I was a college basketball coach during that time. Pandemic happened. We had all this time. And I think I came across Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Right, for sure. Very popular guy. He just mentioned something about how wealthy people think. And I got curious. So I bought the book and got even more curious. I'm that type of person. When I get curious, I study people. I study successful people at the end of the day. But I got real curious with Robert Kiyosaki. And then I came across you on David Shands. And shout out to David Shands. Literally. Ever since, this would have happened to me at 18. Damn, me 3. Man, I wish I could understand the mentorship game at 18. I just wish I knew that cheat code. Oh, my God, I would have so much paper right now. I would be a different type of bull. Facts. Like, can you really imagine, like, this is before Bitcoin busts. This is before all of these different things, all of these pandemics and stuff like that. Like, just think, bro, if I already had a mentor when I was 18, 19 years old, my mentor by now would be making $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like a billionaire gotta teach me now. Because that's all you gotta do. You just close the information gap between that person and you. If you just continue to close the information between the mentor and you, it's no way to not level up. You getting information that you didn't even know that you didn't know. That's what we call the unknown unknowns. It's like it's things that you don't know, and then there's things you don't even know that you don't know, so you don't know what question to ask. I just got to expose myself to get those unknown unknowns. You feel me? So that's why I'll be like, yo, but if I knew that at 18, bro, come on, I'm 33, man. I'd be a different type of bull. Like, I ain't going to lie, I'd probably be a complete asshole right now. Complete. Like, not even a regular asshole. Like, somebody talks to me, I was like, I can't believe you even talking to me right now. You talking about coaching, teaching. Like, teaching what? I live in Dubai. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not coaching nobody. But it'd be a different swag. But I'm glad everything happened the way it did because I was able to get grounded. I was able to be battle tested. I was able to meet different people from different walks of life to keep me a person humble and have humility. And I was able to live in a lifestyle as an adult not having. I think it makes me feel so much better now that I'm able to have the lifestyle I got, and I know the difference how it could be. It's like, yo, I was on food stamps, everything, bro. I lived it. I'm talking about I know how to get the most food stamps, bro. Trust me, I know exactly what to say on the application. I used to go crazy with those. You feel me? And I was selling them when I was done because I was only one person. But me, my brother, my girl, and his girl all had food stamps. Like, we was really getting our ghetto fabulous swag on. And we would sell them. Like, if we needed something extra, we would sell some of them food stamps.
And it just is what it is. But I'm able to enjoy this. And when somebody, just, you know how people try to make you be humble. They use that word humble. They don't know the definition. But they try to make you be less of yourself or not live your life to the fullest for other people's insecurities, right? So they try to bring you back down. It's just like a chick who get a BBL. Like, it's just like she looked good with the BBL. You like it. You would talk to her and everything. But because you know she feel confident, you want to bring her back down. Yeah, she look good, but she got a BBL. You feel me? That's how they try to do when you get some paper. Oh, be humble, man. You don't got to do all that. Nigga, I have food stamps. I be like, I have food stamps. Don't talk to me, bro. I was on unemployment, cuz. I remember the lady, Miss Nancy, my first caseworker on my food stamps for snaps. I remember her calling me and being so nice as she gave me $200 on food stamps. So I'm sorry. Y'all can do that humble, acting like y'all not lit stuff. I'm not him. I love my life. I love where I came from. I love where I'm at now. I know the difference between the two. I prefer this one. It just is what it is. So now that I'm able to make more income, I'm able to make more impact and help others. And I'm also able to show people who, from where I'm from, how I did what I did. So I know you're kind of gravitating towards that way. So let's talk about that.
What?
Like, as far as you, like, getting in the coaching space as well.
Yeah, so that's my ultimate thing. My only thing when it comes to coaching, I literally want to have the social proof. I want to be able to be that person because at the end of the day, what I ultimately want to do is teach people how to have, I think we just talked about it, but what I want to be able to do is teach people how to live a luxury life, or monetize a luxury lifestyle myself, and then teach people how they can do the same.
That's the only real coaches.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it a beam.
Yeah.
That's the only real coaches. There's a lot of people who just mimic. Like, you got a whole bunch of, how many pushman Mitches we know? Like, it's about 50 of us out here, and there's one though. You feel me? But they all teaching what I taught versus teaching what they've done. And the difference in it is confidence, and difference is actually people can tell.
Right.
And then if something happens, you can explain everything case by case. If somebody asks me anything to do with rental cars, I promise you I know the answer. I'm just going to keep it a bean. There's no like, I don't know about that. No, this was about to happen. This is probably how long it's going to be, and this is what you probably should do. This is best case scenario, this is worst case scenario. It can even go this way or that way.
Right.
And it's based off of what you said here, because I don't know what you said. But that's kind of, people can't be an expert if they haven't been through worst case scenario. Right. So I like that you wait until you got the full social proof, the proof of concept before you start coaching on it, because a lot of people are skipping steps because they feel like it's trendy. And then look, I know a lot of people who sell courses and all that shit, they don't make the money that I'm making. Like, that's why I be telling people all the time. I was like, oh, yeah, they think we millionaires because we sell courses. Well, go ahead and create a course so you can become a millionaire then. Let's just wait. We'll wait for you to sell all your millions of courses. Because if it's that easy, we will all do it. Just because we all got one don't mean they all make a million. So that's a good rule of thumb that you're using. So I want to leave them with this. Give them, I want you, it's going three things that somebody can do after, from what you've learned that can help them with their entrepreneur journey. Three things.
The first one would be, first you just got to go for it, man. Understand that it's going to be uncomfortable. I promise it's going to be uncomfortable. But the great thing with being uncomfortable, it's a lot of growth there. You're growing. That means you're growing. You've never done it before, whether it's public speaking, doing a podcast, just doing something for the first time, you're going to be uncomfortable. But that's a great feeling and understanding that when you're uncomfortable, you're growing. So guess what? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. If you can get comfortable being uncomfortable, you'll be in a great position. Next, we just talked about it. Get a mentor. Please get a mentor.
Please just save yourself the trouble.
Please, yeah, you gotta get a mentor. To be honest, I wouldn't even be here right now had I not came across Mitch and like getting his course and things of that nature. And just listening to him on live, he give out a lot of game as far as perception, mindset, what to expect, credit. I learned credit, everything. So you need to get a mentor at the end of the day.
Okay.
So mentor, understand it's going to be uncomfortable. And, the first step, we can talk all day. We can brainstorm. We can say we can do this, we can do this, we can do that. You have to take some action. You can pray, you can manifest, you can do all those things. But if you take no action, guess what? Those things will not happen, I promise. You probably don't get told that. You think you just need to manifest every day. All day it's going to happen. You think you need to just pray all day and it's going to happen. But at the end of the day, if you have no action, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. So
that was it. There was no better way to wrap up this episode, but I definitely want to make sure they can tap in with you. So tell them your Instagram, which I know is Luxury Poppy.
Yeah, Luxury
Poppy on deck. And make sure you tell them where they can find anything where they want to reach out to you. I don't know about TikTok, any other one.
Yeah, so you can follow me on the gram at Darius C. Tomlin. That's Darius C. Tomlin, Tomlin. or like he mentioned, said Luxury Poppy. Or you can also follow my business page, Tomlin Luxury Atlanta. That's on Instagram. So yeah, tap in with your boy. Look forward to talk to y'all soon. And just like that, No Fluff the Podcast. You already know what it is, man. We out of here, man. See y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share this to your mama. You already know she need to see it. You know what I mean?